President Obama. I was curious if she's regretting picking Tim Kaine. He's been so boring. I don't think he's been an asset to her at all. The original launch of him I thought was fantastic. Past that, bombed during the debate, bringing no enthusiasm. Looks like she may lose Virginia. Kind of Cory Booker looking pretty good right now. Just saying.
I wonder why she didn't. By the way, full disclosure, so I'm talking, and we had the live picture of Philly moments ago, and I said that Cory Booker was going to introduce, and you were over there just cheering. You love Senator Booker.
He's my, listen.
Democrats love him.
He's my.
So why didn't she pick somebody younger, a person of color, or so on and so forth?
He's a client, so I love him because.
All right. Well, you like him because he pays you to, but.
Well, no, he doesn't pay me anymore. But he was a client, and I love him, and I know him well, so that's.
But why not pick somebody like that?
I guess she decided that Tim Kaine, for a variety of reasons, was the better choice. Look, I was supportive of Cory Booker, but that's because I personally love Cory Booker. I think that what she's doing right now in places like Pennsylvania and Philly with Cory Booker is this is a get out the vote operation. This is not because she's nervous about Philly or about Pennsylvania. Look, Pennsylvania, I've said this before, it's like Lucy with the football. The Republicans fall for this every time, where they pull the football away. They're like Charlie Brown, and Lucy pulls the football away at the last second, and they fall for it every election cycle. Haven't won Pennsylvania since '88. Demographically, Pennsylvania has become much where Virginia is now trending to be, which is demographically.
It's a different election, Julie.
It's not a different, people think it's a different election because everybody thinks every cycle is a different election. It's not.
Well, this one really has been different.
But it is rhetorically, but demographically, how does Donald Trump appeal to people in inner city Philly? More importantly, what about Donald Trump would appeal to somebody in Bucks County, Pennsylvania?
So why is it so tight?
It's not tight.
And by the way, I don't think I've watched enough Peanuts to understand the Lucy with the football.
Really? No. You don't remember that? Charlie Brown goes and runs and she pulls it away.
We'll explain later. All right, meantime, Hillary Clinton facing new questions about her email practices. The State Department finding 2 more of her messages contained classified information. According to redacted versions released Friday, her emails did not contain markings at the time, something Clinton's defenders say excuses her, but voters don't seem to be giving her a free pass. A new Fox News poll showing 21% of independents say the renewed FBI probe into Hillary's emails makes them less likely to vote for her. And check this out. 59% of likely voters say her use of a private server still bugs them. And a short while ago, our own Chris Wallace put this to Clinton's chief campaign strategist.
Do you think the FBI announcement, now a week and a half old, has hurt Clinton?
No, I don't. I think it obviously occupied a lot of airspace, but I think, we've been knocking on doors. We have had lines all weekend at our phone banks of people waiting to get in. We've knocked on 2 million doors this weekend. And I think where you're seeing the enthusiasm is in the early vote.
He's great.
We all
he's a
watched
smart
that.
guy. He's a smart guy. He's a good pollster. But come on.
Yeah.
He doesn't think that what happened over the past week hurt Hillary Clinton? That's crazy talk. It's the kind of spin you expect to get on the weekend before the election. Clearly, it's hurt her. What we found is ever since Bernie Sanders said that he didn't care about her damn emails, majority of the American public actually does care about her damn emails, in part because we've seen her be consistently dishonest about what she did, why
Was
she
that a
did
reference back to Bernie Sanders talking about, I don't want to talk about those damn emails?
Yeah, he
All right,
didn't want to talk about them, but
Julia
everybody else did.
Just showing that people do care. This is the latest Fox News polling on this. When asked, how concerned are you that these scandals will have a serious effect on the candidates' administrations if elected, 46% said very in Clinton's case, to 32% in Trump's case. Not at all, 16% Clinton, 26% Trump. People care.
Of course they do. I care because I know what's going to happen if she gets elected. You'll have investigation after investigation. Anybody who says they don't care is living in la-la land because, of course, it's going to have an effect. If you have a Republican House and Jason Chaffetz is already saying that he's going to investigate. Right. So if she wins, so ultimately it's going to happen. But to go back to Steve's point, both you and Joel Benenson, who I also have to disclose is a friend also, but can be right about this. And the reason he can is it could have had an effect. Maybe they have internal numbers, I don't know, that shows that it's now stabilized, that they don't have an effect anymore. I don't know the answer to that. I obviously am not privy to their polling, but I can tell you that it could have had an effect, and then the voters came home back to the Democratic Party potentially. So he could be right about that as we sit here today, as opposed to last week.
So, Meghan McCain, you have been there with your dad when he has run time and time again, and things come up late in the campaign. And what are the discussions like behind the scenes that kind of get you to then move forward beyond things?
What do you mean, like moving past the?
Yeah, whatever's going on.
I mean, for my family, it was like a lot of alcohol and prayer, but I'm sure theirs is quite different.
The best way to live.
But I mean, stuff comes up for campaigns all the time. They're usually not FBI investigations.
Yeah, I mean, I think each campaign is a reflection of the candidate's personality. So Hillary Clinton's is very uptight, very closed off, and not very fun. Donald Trump seems like he's still having a great time. He's got his family out there. He's calling his wife baby on the campaign trail. I think it's all a reflection of the candidate's personality. It doesn't matter how many Jay-Z, Beyonce, Katy Perry people come out to act like they're excited about Hillary Clinton. Millennials just aren't. I find it fascinating that they're just maybe opting to stay out. The last remaining question, white college-educated voters. You're obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with them. Women. And I am interested to see if they end up coming home to her or if they just, pull the lever and say, I'm going for Trump.
There are some other people in the race, though.
Did you know, can I ask you, did you know the Sunday before the election, did you know he was going to lose?
No, I was blissfully naive, and you have to be. Like, you have to vacuum yourself and only see success. But
I like that.
The Sunday before?
I think, yes, there were people around him that did know, but I was like ride or die till the end at the very last moment.
Might have been the alcohol. Might have been the alcohol.
That's how you're supposed to be.
So what was that word you used? You were something, you were vacuum? What?
You got to be in a vacuum. You really do. It's like being in a foxhole of some kind, and your campaign becomes your extended family. And so you're together and you're like, this will never end. We're going to keep going.
So fascinating.
But I know for the Romneys, it was the same way, so much so that they had hired fireworks to go off in Boston at the time that they had paid a lot of money for. Didn't end up happening. Listen, if you believe in something the way Trump clearly does his supporters and the way, I don't know if I would say the same thing about Hillary, but you're not going to believe it's over. And even when you get the results, it's hard to believe that it's over.
Wow. All right, Donald Trump appearing to show his softer side in the final days of this race, kissing babies and doting on his wife. What he was overheard saying to Melania and whether it could help him with female voters.
In the final sprint to Election Day, Donald Trump is starting to show his softer side 2 days after Melania Trump spoke in Pennsylvania. She hit the trail again to introduce her husband at a rally in North Carolina. Afterwards, he hugged and kissed her and listened to what was overheard on the mic.
Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to my husband and the future President of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
That's sweet. Did you catch that? He said, "Aw, baby," as he thanked his wife. Trump then gave a shout out to the rest of his family in the audience, calling his son Eric my boy.
I have my boy, Eric, and his great wife, Laura, who comes from this area, right? Right alongside, huh?
And at a rally earlier in the day, the Republican nominee brought a baby up on stage and kissed him on the cheek. Watch.
Oh, look, a future construction worker. Look at that baby, so cute. Oh, give me that baby. Future construction worker. They did a great job. Wow. That is a great, beautiful baby. Congratulations.
So is that like a little Halloween outfit?
Oh, listen, Julie, don't rain on our...
As dark as this election has been in so many ways, this is one of the things people love about politics. I mean, it's like the endearment.
So why did
of
it take him so long?
I don't know, but
where has Melania been?
Listen, she's an asset to him in some ways. I don't think in all ways, but she really is. I would have preferred a lot more Ivanka, a lot more Melania in these last few weeks.
So where'd they go, Steve?
No idea. It is funny at the end of a campaign, people get almost like punch drunk. I mean, in some cases, maybe they get actually drunk, but
fair point.
Sometimes the candidates get punch drunk, and it's sort of like they're coming to the end of this.
I don't think that looked contrived at all. Like that was maybe he's just a lot more comfortable on the trail and. But you suggested maybe it's a little too late to start hearing her.
I don't think if you want to make. I mean, Donald Trump has been sort of unconventional this whole time, and he's not scripted the way that Hillary Clinton is. We saw in that moment in the rain. I mean, people have made a big deal about Hillary Clinton continuing to speak in the rain as if it's some kind of heroic thing, and it's not. But it did show her as she looked like she was having fun, and she doesn't often look like she's having fun.
After those women started coming out and talking about allegations that they made against Donald Trump, he should have immediately done what he did.
Sandra
today.
said the same
Bring
thing.
out Melania.
Where are
Ivanka, I
they?
know Ivanka's busy trying to save the brand, but if she wanted to have her father get elected, she should have come out. And I don't understand for the life of me why his two strongest assets, which are his wife, who could really vouch for him on this score, and his daughter, who is respected universally, are not two people that they immediately brought out while he was doing this himself.